I am a superpowered person. My abilities were not something I was born with. They came from a strange accident.
Oh my God.
My power allows me to control everything with my mind. It makes me feel like I am living with cheat codes turned on. For as long as I can remember, I lived with my father's abuse. All I did was buy a camera that I liked, and he screamed at me for it.
What do you want? When I say open that door, you open the door. You got it?
Even at school, I was constantly bullied by other students. The only person who truly cared about me was my mother, but she was bedridden because of a serious illness. Luckily, I had a cousin and a friend named Mike. Being around them helped me forget the misery of my life. The three of us often went exploring together. One day, we discovered a strange underground cave. An eerie sound echoed from deep inside. Encouraged by Mike, we decided to go down and investigate. When we finally reached the bottom, we discovered that the strange sound was coming from a glowing crystal. Curious, we reached out to touch it. Suddenly, the crystal turned bright red. A violent pain exploded inside our heads, and within seconds, we all collapsed unconscious. The next day, after we woke up and returned home, we realized something about us had changed. No matter what angle my cousin threw a baseball from, Mike could catch it perfectly every time. But when it was my turn to catch the ball, it suddenly stopped in midair. I stared at the floating ball in disbelief. Excitement rushed through my body, but soon my nose started bleeding again. Later, we discovered that with enough training, the bleeding would stop happening. We began using our powers to mess with people. We laughed and played around like kids with a new toy. Eventually, we even learned how to fly through the sky. Those days were filled with excitement, but power slowly began to change us. One rainy afternoon, the three of us were sitting in a car, chatting. A vehicle behind us kept honking impatiently. The noise irritated me, so I used my power and pushed the entire car straight into the river beside the road. Among the three of us, my cousin was the most rational. He immediately yelled at me for being reckless. After that, we rescued the driver from the water. Later, my cousin made his stance clear. He said we must never use our powers to hurt anyone. All three of us agreed. But before long, we forgot about that promise. During one reckless moment, I used my power and accidentally caused a massive explosion. I was severely injured and ended up in the hospital. My father sat beside my hospital bed in despair because he stayed at the hospital to care for me. My sick mother was left alone at home. Her condition worsened and she passed away. The news shattered me. He even blamed my mother's death on me. The grief of losing my mother and the constant blame from my father finally ignited the rage inside me.
Your fault!